Welcome back to Asia Prime, where Indonesian imports and exports have reached a new peak, a new high in March on surging global commodity prices, fueled by a post-pandemic global economic recovery and the Ukraine war.
The Indonesian Bureau of Statistics said on Monday that exports rose 44.36% year on year to $26.5 billion, the highest ever since the agency began logging such data in 1993. Surging exports were led by coal, metals, and crude palm oil. Imports rose 30.85% year on year to $21.97 billion, led by an increase in raw materials and capital goods as a result of rising oil prices and rising industry demand as companies expand operations. As a result, Indonesia's trade surplus reached a six-month high of $4.53 billion in March, up nearly threefold from the same month last year and marking 23 consecutive months of surplus. On a month-to-month basis, imports and exports increased 32.02% and 29.42% respectively.
Well, China's economic growth edged up to a still weak 4.8% over a year earlier in the first 3 months of 2022, as a wave of coronavirus outbreaks led to shutdowns of industrial cities.
Growth crept up for the previous quarter's 4%, following a slump triggered by tighter official controls on use of debt by China's vast real estate industry, government data showed on Monday. Compared with the previous quarter, as other major economies are measured, growth slowed to 1.3% from 1.4%. The slowdown of the world's second largest economy hurts its trading partners by depressing demand for oil, steel, consumer goods, food, and other imports. Oil prices, which spiked after Russia's attack on Ukraine, have fallen back somewhat on expectations Chinese consumption will weaken. China's case numbers in the latest wave of infections are relatively low, but Beijing is responding to its biggest outbreak since the 2020 start of the pandemic with a zero COVID policy that aims to isolate every person who tests positive.
需要指出的是，3月份以来，世界局势复杂演变，国内疫情影响持续，有些突发因素超出预期。部分主要指标增速放缓，